Sergey, are you here?
Oh, wait.
There he is.
Oh, we're live?
So good to see you on this demo Friday. What what is happening right now?
Listen, I have decided if we are doing, if AI wave is happening, I'm gonna write it. I was like on the fence between like glasses and seem smart. We've seen it before, so I'm always like, you know what? Yeehaw! Let's do the AI thing, you know. I love Halloween. And that's why I have so many costumes. I think this year, I don't know if anybody cares, but this year I'm gonna be a Dumbledore because magic is happening. Honestly, magic.
I got my straw hat. We're ready to go.
Listen. Look at us go. Okay, I absolutely love this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna start, but we're not gonna waste any time because time is money. Anyway, all right. So I have a friend.
Is this the demo or is this a story? It's a story time.
It's both.
Okay, sounds great.
I have a friend. His name is Yaroslav. Yeah, I call him Yarik. I love him and he's amazing. And I visited him in Chicago last week.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to do demo, and I didn't do demo, remember, because of blah 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 the laptops, but I did tell him what it was, and he got very excited. So I don't know if there are people who work at companies where management is asking for coverage data when they come to you and be like, so how much is it covered? By the way, I forgot on Monday, the Beef Monday, do the test cases. I'll try to remember to do that on next Monday. But so you remember we decided at some point to track the coverage for UI.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a function. So basically, if you would like to have a report on how much of your UI is covered by automation, it's very simple. I remember it was like a few years ago, and I spent hours. I charged company money for this, a lot of money. Do you know how much time it took me to do that now? Less than 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So I literally, I'm gonna start sharing the screen.
Share away. So
Screen.
what you're sharing is UI test coverage.
Yes. Yeah. So let's imagine that you have this website and your manager or whoever tells you, stakeholders, I love this word. Stakeholders say like, we
Hold
would
some
like to know,
steak.
stakeholders, how much coverage you have. And you're like, I don't even know how to track it. Like, I honestly don't know. So my idea is that there are multiple ways how you can track. You can track scenario based, right? User story based, like anything. I love to cover the elements, right? So basically you do write automation as a user story. So there is a flow like click in, login in and all of that stuff. But on a tech side, let's put it this way, you cover the elements you interact with. So if you interact with the first name and you enter something there, basically you interact with that, right? So it's already like covered. You can report that, yeah, we do, click on send, we attach the file and all of that stuff. So literally 10 minutes ago, you still can see
Like
the screen,
10
right?
minutes ago, like right now, or like
No. Yeah, that
okay.
I came back and I was like, you know what? Because I did it on my own. This time I was like, I'm gonna ride the wave. Hello. I'm gonna do it with AI. My was absolutely different. Look what I did. I can literally even share this.
Hey,
I was like, hey.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I was like, hey, I need I need the following feature. I have a website and I give the website. I want to start tracking how much UI coverage I have. My idea is that there's a YAML file with the following structure: homepage, blah, 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 blah. And I say the structure: true, false, false, true, like feature, like the page, feature, true or false, covered or not. Before test runs, there's a function which reads a YAML file and calculates the coverage. True being a feature is covered, and false, the feature needs coverage. And then console logs the data. Homepage, this much, contact page, this much, and total coverage. Then it did a little bit of magic. It installed something. I didn't even care what. I was like, listen, you do you. You do you. Just go. Then tests weren't running, and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgot to do something. Boom, 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 boom. It did something, and that's it. That's it. And then it started working because I gave the example and I was like, okay, this is all beautiful, but can you go to login page and contact page, see what features are there, update YAML file with them. It got back with this beautiful thing. So this was an example. And I said, go to contact page, login page, and it did the false, you know? And now when I do npx playwright test, calculate, it gives me the whole, I don't even care about the test, honestly, today. It gives, yeah. Nah, not now, wait. But as you can see, it calculates the coverage, and contact page is 0, login page is 0 because we haven't done anything. But when you add coverage, you can come back to the page and be like, well, actually, I do interact with this, I do interact with this, I do click on a login button. I don't have forgot password link and sign up link, so I'm gonna leave it as is. And again, magic. Yeehaw! Boom! Login page has 60% coverage, and total coverage went from 6, I think, percent to 27. You go back to your managers and be like, that's the coverage right now. So
it's great, man.
This is the time for clapping. If you are not clapping, yeah, here we go.
The slow clap.
But yeah, so I loved how, again, if you have something here, wait, right there, you know, if you have an idea, now, again, I had this idea a few years ago, and it took me hours to implement that.
It wasn't just implementing, it was also manually tracking that.
Yeah.
Which you're still manually tracking, to be honest.
But that's the thing. I don't need to, because now when I have a POM, I can ask AI to go read the POM, see what elements I do have, I interact with in the test using POM, go and update my file, my YAML file, and it will do all of this. So I actually do not do anything.
Yet. You haven't done anything yet, but you have.
I mean, my point is like, but my point is that, again, writing an AI wave, and I'm not a believer on Monday I'm going to have a beef with AI again, don't worry. But for today, just for Yarik, for my friend, and for anybody who is literally asked to provide coverage on what automation or coverage you guys have.
So what I'm hearing you say is, have AI write you a tool that will calculate that stuff so you don't have to do the boring stuff.
Exactly. I mean, you're just a genius who comes up with an idea. That's me. And then AI does the dirty work, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to keep this. I added the calculating UI coverage line. It wasn't there. I was like, I'm going to make it pretty, you know?
Yeah, that's great. All right.
That's my demo.
I'm going to take the same thing you did and build on that, because I have a similar repo and I've got a similar calculation. I'm pretty sure is your code that's out there that's doing this, but it's a different YAML file. So we're gonna experiment. We're gonna try to see if what you said is actually true in a completely different repo.
Okay, but
same concept. All right, so.
What do you?
I've run the test. There's 41 tests in here. I actually killed the tests because they were taking a while, and it was slowing down my computer big time. But you can see up here, I've got the calculation of coverage here, and this is very verbose. So this is how I have it in my YAML file that's out there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go same directory. We are going to go open up Claude in this directory. I'm gonna actually zoom in so it's a little easier to see.
Yeah.
So we've got our AI magic here. Let's just see if we can reset this thing. Here, we're gonna exit out and get back in because I want it to be like zoomed in just a little more. All right. Can you read that okay?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. All right. So we are out here and I'm actually going to I'm gonna log into my personal Claude because I've got two Claude accounts. So this is gonna just actually log in with my personal account. So I'm not like, I'm just using my tokens, not someone else's tokens. Yeah, fun times. All right, so what we're gonna do today is you see this voice mode is now available.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so have you seen voice? Have you messed with this yet?
I haven't, but I know what it's doing.
Well, what is it doing?
You're gonna be talking to it and explaining what you want.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what that's about. /voice to enable. I typed that. It did not like it. Here, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. It may already be set up because I set it up on the other Claude. Yeah. Maybe this doesn't know about it.
Sure, of course.
So we're just gonna do it, but I'm gonna take my finger. I'm gonna hold down the space bar. It's not gonna work. Hang tight.
Live demos. I love them.
Live demos. All right, here we go. We're just gonna use the Claude that I've tested it with, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where we've tested it.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold down my button, my spacebar button. Say, hey Claude, would you mind inspecting the repo and checking out the feature coverage? Check to see if it's actually accurate or not accurate, and suggest some updates on what tests exist, and so we can recalculate the coverage correctly. All right, I'm gonna let go.
Yeah. We're
gonna hit enter. I've expected it to wrap, but it just kept going there.
Yeah.
But this voice mode, right? I didn't have to type that. I just talked, and you kind of saw it like figure out like what it should be, which is pretty cool. So this is like Whisper Flow, which is something pretty similar. It's baked into it. So in my example, I'm actually using the Feature Map NPM package, which is pretty much like it's the same thing. It's just a package that anybody can go install. Let's see what it does. And I know we've got like 2 minutes, so we'll are keeping an eye on the time. Oh, let me just ask this. Hey, how are you feeling? Or we're going to ask a /BTW. How are you feeling? Blue. So this is a fun new command where, and I actually, spelled it wrong, but in Claude, you can now ask it a by the way / and kind of like ask it an asynchronous question
while
it's doing its other thing. So that was a fun little thing that was released this week. So
yeah, of course. Let's burn some
just
tokens.
Deep in your feature coverage. Look, it knows about it. It knows what it's doing. So we're going to hit escape to dismiss because I'm not going to answer it. It looks like it did work and we're done. Let's see. Inaccuracies found. The map doesn't track this login, which is tested. Okay. So it's actually adding some stuff. So track features reported. Let's see. Suggested updates. So let's just say we're going to talk to it again. Can you make the updates for me? That's not right.
That's not right.
Hey, Claude, can you make the updates for me? Apply the updates. Maybe we can just like shift tab to accept edits on. And I think that's like dangerous mode.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fun times over here. But we're going to let this thing go. Great stuff.
But look, I just want to say that when I was coming up first time with the idea, why YAML file is just because of readability, and YAML file is basically JSON. It's the same thing, but JSON with all of the syntax, it would be a mess. But YAML file is extremely readable, so that's why YAML file.
Look at it.
Perfect.
So it says, fun times. Well, great demo. Go use the AI tools. Get your hat. Get on board.
Yeah. Turn it off. I'm done. I'm
See ya.
going in a